Okay, gang, let's get ready for another exciting edition of Nothing But Old 45's Sweet Country Music. Hit it, boys.
Singing sweet country music, breathing clean mountain air. Singing sweet country music makes me wish that I was there.
Welcome to Sweet Country Music. I'm your host, Larry Kratka, and while country music has been around for a long, long time, there's one thing about it we all love, and that it is down home from the heart honest music. And on this show, I'm going to play the biggest hits of country legends from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and way beyond that, many of which are on 45 RPM records, albums, and CDs, and you'll hear some very familiar songs. Plus, some songs that'll jog your memory a little bit. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's get going and get to work.
Sweet country music. It comes from Mississippi and down in Alabama, creeping like a fever all across the land. From deep in the Delta on the Louisiana shore, the people got to have it, they wanna hear some more. It's a hillbilly rock, beat it with a drum, playing the guitars like shooting from a gun, keeping up the rhythm, steady as a clock, doing a little thing called the hillbilly rock. Some say it came from Memphis, down in Tennessee, or it drifted in from Georgia about 1953. Just as long as it's greasy, as long as it's fast, as long as it's pumping, honey, it's gonna last. It's a hillbilly rock, beat it with a drum, playing them guitars like shooting from a gun, keeping up the rhythm, steady as a clock, doing a little thing called the hillbilly rock. Kentucky, where the bluegrass grows, through the Carolinas on the dirt red roads, burning like a fire running wild in the woods. From Arkansas to Texas, it sounds so good. It's a hillbilly rock, beat it with a drum, playing them guitars like shooting from a gun, keeping up the rhythm, steady as a clock, doing a little thing called the hillbilly rock. So when the heat starts to rise and then you gotta blow some steam, take a ride down the river, you'll see just what I mean. The juke joint's jumping when that cat goes on, the whole place is shaking, there's something going on. It's a hillbilly rock, beat it with a drum, playing them guitars like shooting from a gun, keeping up the rhythm, steady as a clock, doing a little thing called a hillbilly rock. Doing a little thing called the hillbilly rock. Doing a little thing called the hillbilly rock.
I came to town to search for gold, and I brought with me a memory, and I seem to hear the night wind cry, go hang your dreams on the hanging tree, your dreams of love that could never be. Never be. Hang your faded dreams on the hanging tree. The hanging tree. I searched for gold, and I found my gold, and I found a girl who loved just me, and I wished that I could love her too, but I'd left my heart on the hanging tree, I'd left my heart with the memory. And a faded dream on the hanging tree. Now there were men who crave my gold and meant to take my gold from me. When a man is gone, he needs no gold. So they carried me to the hanging tree to join my dreams in a memory. Yes, they carried me to the hanging tree. The hanging tree. To really live, you must almost die. And it happened just that way with me. They took the gold and set me free. And I walked away from the hanging tree. I walked away from the hanging tree. And my own true love, she walked with me. That's when I knew that the hanging tree was a tree of life, new life for me. A tree of hope, new hope for me. A tree of love, new love for me. The hanging tree, the hanging tree, the hanging tree.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Sweet Country Music. Coming up about halfway through will be a nifty comedy break, and later in the show I'll be playing a couple of the best trucking songs ever to hit the record charts. And you know, I just realized I played two hit records from two guys by the name of Marty. That was a classic hit from Marty Robbins, The Hanging Tree, from way back in 1959. Now, back then, it landed at number 15 on the Billboard Hot Country Record Chart and was the title song to the 1959 Western movie, The Hanging Tree, starring Gary Cooper. In fact, the song was nominated for an award at the 32nd Annual Academy Awards in 1960, but did not win. The other Marty I played was Marty Stewart, and his number 8 hit from 1990, Hillbilly Rock. It was one of 32 hit records Marty Stewart would have between 1985 and 1996. Marty Stewart won 5 Grammy Awards and many other awards as well. In fact, he became a member of the Country Music Hall of Fame in 2020.
WTBR.
Sweet country music.
Here's a timeless legend of country music on Sweet Country Music.
Kiss me each morning for a million years. Hold me each evening by your side. Tell me you love me for a million years. Then if it don't work out, then if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye. Sweeten my coffee with a morning kiss. Soften my dreams with your sigh. After you've loved me for a million years, then if it don't work out, then if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye. If you must go, I won't grieve. If you just wait a lifetime before you leave. But if you must go, I won't say no, just so we can say that we tried. Tell me you love me for a million years. Then if it don't work out, then if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye. can tell me goodbye.
Is one of Shania Twain's big hits, Don't Be Stupid. You know I love you. It landed at number 6 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart in the fall of 1997 for the Canadian singer-songwriter and was one of 9 singles off her 1997 album, Come On Over. I opened the set with a classic country music performer, Eddie Arnold, and his number 1 hit from 1968, Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye. The song actually has a history to it. It was first recorded as a country song in 1962 by Don Cherry, but it went nowhere. Then, a top 40 group called the Casinos had a hit with it on the pop charts in 1967. Then, it was Eddie Arnold who had a big hit with that song in 1968. And in 1996, another fellow by the name of Neil McCoy also had a country hit with that song.
WTBR.
Sweet country music.
1969.
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day's through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line. As sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you on my mind both day and night. And happiness I've known proves that it's right. Because you're mine, I walk the line. You've got a way to keep me on your side. You give me cause for love that I can't hide. For you I know I'd even try to turn the tide. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I keep a close watch on this this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line.
There's a classic country song, if there ever was one. I Walk the Line from Johnny Cash. The record I just played was recorded at the Sun Record Studios in Memphis, Tennessee in 1956 with a group called the Tennessee Two, and it landed at number 1 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs record chart. Johnny Cash has recorded that song a lot over the years, and the version recorded at San Quentin is probably the most famous. I'll open the set with some Louisiana Cajun music from Doug Kershaw from 1969. Diggy Liggy Low. It wasn't a big hit for Doug Kershaw, but it's one of those songs you recognize right away. Well, maybe that's because it's been recorded by a lot of other folks over the years, including Buck Owens, Skeeter Davis, and many, many more.
Sweet country music. A field filled with pickup trucks. Got old Hank cranking way up loud. Got coolers in the back, tailgates down. There's a big fire burning, but don't be alarmed. It's just country boys and girls getting down on the farm. It's been on a tractor, ain't seen Becky all week. Somebody said they seen them headed down to the creek. Farmer Johnson's daughters just pulled up in a Jeep. Man, he knows how to grow 'em, if you know what I mean. Old Dave's getting loud, but he don't mean no harm. We're just country boys and girls getting down on the farm. You can have a lot of fun in a New York minute, but there's some things you can't do inside those city limits. Ain't no closing time, ain't no cover charge, just country boys and girls getting down on the farm. Well, you can come as you are, there ain't no dress code, just some route rules that you need to know. Don't mess with the bull, he can get real mean. Don't forget to shut the gate, stay out of the beans. If it starts to raining, we'll just head to the barn. We're country boys and girls getting down on the farm. You can have a lot of fun in a New York minute, but there's some things you can't do inside those city limits. Ain't no closing time, ain't no cover charge, just country boys and girls getting down on the farm. Ain't no closing time, ain't no cover charge, just country boys and girls getting down on the farm. Oh, let's get down, y'all. Stay out of that hay.
Superstars, organic food and foreign cars. I don't believe the price of gold, the certainty of growing old, that right is right and left is wrong, that north and south can't get along, that east is east and west is west, and being first is always best. But I believe in love, I believe in babies, I believe in Mom and Dad, and I believe in you. Well, I don't believe that heaven waits for only those who congregate. I like to think of God as love. He's down below, He's up above. He's watching people everywhere. He knows who does and doesn't care. And I'm an ordinary man. Sometimes I wonder who I am, but I believe in love. I believe in music. I believe in magic, and I believe in you. I know with all my certainty what's going on with you and me is a good thing. It's true. I believe in you. I don't believe virginity is as common as it used to be. In working days and sleeping nights, that black is black and white is white, that Superman and Robin Hood are still alive in Hollywood, that gasoline's in short supply, the rising cost of getting by, but I believe in love. I believe in old folks. I believe in children. I believe in you. I believe in love. I believe in babies. I believe in Mom and Dad, and I believe in you.
That is one of my favorite country songs of all time. I Believe in You from Don Williams. I love that voice. I Believe in You landed at number 1 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs record chart in 1980 and stayed there for 2 weeks. The song also crossed over to Top 40 radio for a little while as well. I opened the set with Tim McGraw and his number 2 hit from 1994, Down on the Farm. Boy, Tim McGraw has had quite a career. He won 3 Grammy Awards, 14 awards from the Academy of Country Music, 11 Country Music Association awards. Well, I could go on and on. But the bottom line is, Tim McGraw is simply amazing. Well, the first half of this edition of Sweet Country Music is all over. Had a chance to play some Eddie Arnold, Johnny Cash, you know, those guys are they're the classic of classic country. And had a chance to play some Marty Stewart and Shania Twain as well. Coming up after the comedy break, which I think you're going to like, going to have a couple of the best trucking songs ever recorded, so stick around. Good, buddy. We'll be right back on Sweet Country Music. I'm Larry Kratka.
Sweet Country Music.
Laugh track.
I just hate stupid people. They should have to wear signs that just say, I'm stupid. That way you wouldn't rely on them, would you? You wouldn't ask them anything. Be like, excuse me. Oh, never mind. I didn't see your sign. If I hadn't seen this one, I wouldn't have believed it. But we were trying to sell our car about a year ago. Guy came over the house, drove the car around about 45 minutes. We get back to the house, he gets out of the car, reaches down, and grabs the exhaust pipe. And goes, damn, that's hot. See? If he'd been wearing a sign, I could have stopped him. I could have said, now I know you're not going to understand this, but that's going to be hot. You've all seen this one on the back of a bottle of shampoo. It says rinse, lather, repeat, rinse, lather, repeat. You know there's some idiot still in the shower. Because it doesn't say dry your hair, try it again tomorrow, man. I'm sure some of you ladies here tonight use curling irons. You ever get a chance, read the warnings on these things. I swear to you, it says the first time you use this curling iron, you may notice a slight odor and some smoke. That means your hair's on fire. I'm not making these up. I saw an idiot on TV this week. I was watching one of those animal shows on Discovery Channel. There was a guy inventing a shark bite suit. There's only one way to test that. You got to get bit by a shark. But the guy was inventing it, wasn't doing the test, and he had his buddy helping him out. That's the conversation I want to be in. Jimmy, come here. All right, Jimmy, got that shark suit on, looks good. Now, what we gonna do? We gonna strap dead fish all over your body. Stay with me, Jimbo, stay with me. They want you to jump in this pool of sharks, and you tell us if it hurts when they bite you. Well, all right. Hold my sign, I don't want to lose it.
WTBR.
Sweet country music.
Hey, well, all right, sir, here we go there, and what are you going to give for him? I'm at 25, will you give me $30, 30, make it 30, beat it a 30, 35, another 40, make it a 40, beat it a 40, now 5, 5, 5, make it a 45, and now 50 on the bind there. There was a boy in Arkansas who wouldn't listen to his ma when she told him that he should go to school. He'd sneak away in the afternoon, take a little walk, then pretty soon you'd find him at the local auction barn. He'd stand and listen carefully, then pretty soon he began to see how the auctioneer could talk so rapidly. He said, oh my, it's do or die, I've got to learn that auction cry, gotta make my mark and be an auctioneer. $25 bidder now, $30, 30, will he give me 30, make it 30, bid it a bomb, $30, will he give me 30, hoorah, bid it a $30 bid. $30 bidder now, 35, will he give me 35 to make it a 35, to bid it a 35, who would have bid it at a $35 bid? As time went on, he did his best, and all could see he didn't jest. He practiced calling bids both night and day. His pap would find him behind the barn just working up an awful storm as he tried to imitate the auctioneer. Then his pap said, son, we just can't stand to have a mediocre man selling things at auction using our good name. I'll send you off to auction school, then you'll be nobody's fool. You can take your place among the best. $35 bidder, now the $40, 40, will he give me 40, make it a 40, bid it a bomb, $40, will he give me 40, hoorah, bid it a $40 bid. $40 bidder now, 45, will he give me 45 to make it a 45, to bid it a 45, who would have bid it at a $45 bid? So from that boy who went to school, there grew a man who played it cool. He came back home a full-fledged auctioneer. Then the people came from miles around just to hear him make that rhythmic sound that filled their hearts with such a happy cheer. Then his fame spread out from shore to shore. He had all he could do and more. Had to buy a plane to get around. Now he's the tops in all the land. Let's pause and give that man a hand. He is the best hillbilly auctioneer. $45 bidder now, $50, 50, will you give me 50, make it a 50, bid it a bomb, a $50, will you give me 50, hoorah, bid it a $50 bid. $50 bidder now, 55, will you give me 55 to make it a 55, bid it a 55, I sold that hog for a $50 bill. Hey, well, all right, sir, open the gate and let 'em out and welcome, boys. Here we come a lot of number 29 in. What are you going to give for 'em? I'm at 25 to get $30, 30, make it 30, bid it 30 now, 5, another $40, 40, 45, another $50, 50.
He walked into the bar and parked his lanky frame upon a tall bar stool. With a long, soft southern drawl, said, I'll just have a glass of anything that's cool. A barroom girl with hard and knowing eyes slowly looked him up and down. And she thought, I wonder how on country bumpkin found his way to town. And she said, hello, country bumpkin, how's the frost down on the pumpkin? I've seen some sights, but man, you're something. Where'd you come from, country bumpkin? It was just a short year later, in a bed of joy-filled tears, yet death-like pain. Into this wondrous world of many wonders, one more wonder came. That same woman's face was wrapped up in a raptured look of love and tenderness, as she marveled at the soft and warm and cuddly boy child feeding at her breast. And she said, hello, country bumpkin, fresh as frost out on the pumpkin. I've seen some sights, but babe, you're something. And mama loves her country bumpkin. 40 years of hard work later, in a simple, quiet, and peaceful country place, the heavy hand of time had not erased the raptured wonder from the woman's face. She was lying on her deathbed, knowing fully well her race was nearly run. But she softly smiled and looked into the sad eyes of her husband and her son. And she said, so long, country bumpkins, the frost is gone now from the pumpkin. I've seen some sights and life's been something. See you later, country bumpkin. She said, so long, country bumpkin.
Welcome to the second half of this edition of Sweet Country Music, and in a moment I'm going to be playing some truckin' songs. But first, that was Cal Smith and his 1974 hit record, Country Bumpkin. Not only was it a big hit record for Cal Smith, but it was chosen as the 1974 Single of the Year and the Song of the Year by the Country Music Association. In all, Cal Smith had a total of 36 hit records between 1967 and 1986. Sadly, Cal Smith passed away in 2013. I opened the set with a classic country song from Leroy Van Dyke, Auctioneer. It was the first hit record for the Missouri singer-songwriter and landed at a solid number 9 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs record chart in January 1957. You may know his biggest hit a little bit better, a song called Walk On By that he did in 1961. And I'll play that on a future edition of Sweet Country Music.
Sweet country music.
Now, on every edition of Sweet Country Music, I have a special feature during the second half. And this time around, I'm going to be playing some trucking songs. You know, there's a lot of classic country songs for you, so let's start off with something from 1975.
Roll on, big mama. Roll on, big mama. I like the way you sing. Roll on, big mama. The night time lets her breathe. Well, the feel of the wheel delivers me from a life where I don't want to be. And the diesel smoke with every stroke sings a song with a heavy note. And rambling is the life I chose, sitting here between the doors, the yellow line of keeping time, the things that's running through my mind, through my mind. Roll on, big mama.
soul. On through the snow and the driving rain, to the 40 below in a Bangor, Maine, to the 110 in the Texas sun. There ain't no road that we ain't run. Up through the Colorado mountain tops, down to the desert where Reno stops, north to the green of Coeur d'Alene. There ain't no road that we ain't seen. We ain't seen. Roll on, big mama, you're singing out my song. Roll on, big mama, the highway is our home. Roll on, big mama. Hey, anybody got a copy on this Silver Road home? What's the Smoky situation down the way, boys? Mighty fine. I'm a-comin', I'm a-comin'.
I got a cute little gal in every eastern town, from Boston to St. Louis. There's some that I don't even know, but I'm looking forward to, 'cause I like my women everywhere I go. So roll on, big wheels, don't you roll so slow. Peggy Ann is a-waiting in Memphis, and Betty Lou in Maine. I got a good old gal in Knoxville, but man, I forgot her name, but not her figure. I remember that. Yeah, I'm a kiss-stealing, a wheeling-dealing, a truck-driving son of a gun. Well, there goes Joe, flying low, making up his time. But from where I sit, I don't believe you'd say I'm wasting mine. I'm moving faster than a Jimmy 8. If you think I'm losing time, you're running late. I got a steady little baby waiting back home for me, but there are 6 more towns to go till I'm back in Tennessee, and 6 more women, at least I know. Yeah, I'm a kiss-stealing, wheeling-dealing, a truck-driving son of a gun.
Love that voice. That's Dave Dudley and his 1965 number 3 hit, Truck Driving Son of a Gun. Dave Dudley was hot on the record charts between 1961 and 1976, and he recorded a lot of trucking songs during those years, including his big hit, 6 Days on the Road, that I played on an earlier edition of Sweet Country Music. I'll open the set with Joe Stampley and his number 1 hit from 1975, Roll On Big Mama. The song was simply a salute to you truckers, wherever you are. Joe Stampley had 62 hit records between 1971 and 1985, but his biggest success was when he teamed up with Mo Bandy for a string of duets.
WTBR.
Sweet country music.
They said change your clothes, she said no I won't. They said comb your hair, she said some kids don't. And her parents' dreams went up in smoke.
You're gonna ruin my bad reputation. They say my crazy days are through. It's all over town, I'm settling down. All I'm crazy about is you. Well, the bartender down at the Starlight Lounge is probably wondering where I've been. 'Cause every Saturday night he broke up the fights, and sometimes he let me win. Well, he'd sure be shocked if he could see me sipping iced tea and watching TV. It's Saturday night and I'm taking it easy, home alone with you. You're gonna ruin my bad reputation with the good love you're giving me. I used to be a hellraiser, a heartbreaker, footloose and fancy free. You're gonna ruin my bad reputation. They say my crazy days are through. It's all over town, I'm settling down. All I'm crazy about is you. I know the desk clerk well at the Paradise Motel, and he calls me Mr. Smith. Whenever I check in, he winks and grins at the latest Mrs. Smith I'm with. Now he probably won't believe it's true when he hears I gave a ring to you. 'Cause there'll be no more motel rendezvous for this Mr. Smith. You're gonna ruin my bad reputation, hey, with the good love you're giving me. I used to be a hellraiser, a heartbreaker, footloose and fancy free. You're gonna ruin my bad reputation. They say my crazy days are through. It's all over town, I'm settling down. All I'm crazy about is you. Ooh, it's all over town, I'm settling down. All I'm crazy about is you.
That's Ronnie McDowell and his number one hit from the summer of 1983, You're Gonna Ruin My Bad Reputation. Can't have that. It was one of two number one hits the Tennessee singer-songwriter had between 1977 and 1990. Ronnie McDowell blasted onto our radios in 1977 with a song called The King Is Gone. It was a tribute to Elvis Presley. It's a great song, and I'll play it on a future edition of Sweet Country Music. I open to start with a fixture of classic and current country music for that matter, Faith Hill, and her first hit record, Wild One, from 1993. What a hit record it was, too, landing at number one on the Billboard Hot Country Songs record chart. The original title of the song was She's a Wild One, and it was originally recorded by a country band called Zacca Creek. But when Faith Hill recorded it, she shortened the title to just Wild One.
WTBR.
Sweet country music.
We got winners, we got losers, chain smokers and boozers, and we got yuppies, we got bikers, and we've got thirsty hitchhikers, and the girls next door dress up like movie stars. I love this bar. We got cowboys, we got truckers, broken-hearted fools and suckers, and we got hustlers, we got fighters, early birds and all-nighters, and the veterans talk about this bar. It's my kind of place. Just walking through the front door puts a big smile on my face. It ain't too far. Come as you are. I love this bar. I've seen short skirts, we've got high techs, blue-collared boys and rednecks, and we got lovers, lots of lookers. I've even seen dancing girls and hookers. And we like to drink our beer from a mason jar. I love this bar. Yes, I do. Take her out to dinner. I like a movie now and then. But I love this bar. It's my kind of place. Just trolling around the dance floor puts a big smile on my face. No cover charge. Come as you are. I love this bar. I just love this old bar.
How many of you have a favorite watering hole? Well, I've had a few over the years myself, and apparently so does Toby Keith. That was I Love This Bar from Toby Keith, which landed at #1 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart in 2003. The song title actually inspired Toby Keith to open up a chain of bar and grill restaurants called I Love This Bar and Grill. He started off in his home state of Oklahoma and then moved on to many other states.
1969.
Well, I've got time for one more song on this edition of Sweet Country Music, so how about a real classic?
When I was a little bitty baby, my mama would rock me in the cradle in them old cotton field back home. It was down in Louisiana, just about a mile from Texarkana, in them old cotton field back home. When them cotton balls get rotten, you can't beat very much cotton in them old cotton field back home. It was down in Louisiana.
Now, that's a classic country song you're probably familiar with. It was done by a rock band from California, Cotton Fields by Creedence Clearwater Revival. As a hit record, it landed at number 50 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs record chart in 1969 and was CCR's only country music hit. Did you ever notice how time flies when you're having fun? When you're not having fun, it just drags on and on. But when you're having a good time, whew, it goes quick. Well, this edition of Sweet Country Music is history. However, I got a chance to play some great stuff. Marty Robbins, Duck Kershaw, Faith Hill, Leroy Van Dyke. When's the last time you heard him? It's been a lot of fun. I hope to hear from you on Facebook. I'm Larry Kratka, your host for Sweet Country Music, a production of Nothing But Old 45.